It's every city dweller's nightmare, stepping into an elevator and never stepping out again. In 2013, 23-year-old Elisa Lam vanished from the Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles after being caught on a security camera acting strangely in an elevator. Weeks later, her body was discovered in a place so shocking that the story went viral across the world. But the truth behind her disappearance remains one of the most debated, most chilling, and most mysterious crime stories of the decade. Tonight, we'll unravel the haunting case of the woman who vanished in the elevator and the terrifying theories that followed. Elisa Lam was a young student from Vancouver, Canada. Bright, curious, and full of life, she decided to take a solo trip through California in early 2013. Her journey was supposed to be one of freedom and discovery. She blogged about her travels, posted pictures online, and even shared her struggles with depression and anxiety openly. On January 26th, she checked into the Cecil Hotel, a century-old building in downtown Los Angeles with a dark reputation. It was once glamorous, but over the years, it became infamous for crime, drugs, and even serial killers who had once stayed there. For Elisa, it was just a cheap place to rest during her travels. She had no idea she was walking into a building that already carried a shadow. For the first few days, Elisa explored the city. She visited bookstores, shared photos online, and called her parents daily to check in. But on January 31st, something changed. Elisa stopped contacting her family. She missed her daily call, a red flag that immediately worried her parents. The next day, hotel guests began reporting strange water problems. Some complained that the water pressure was weak. Others said the water tasted funny, and some even said the water ran black before clearing. But before that discovery, there was the elevator video. On February 1st, police released surveillance footage from the hotel. The video showed Elisa stepping into the elevator late at night. What happened in those 4 minutes has haunted the internet ever since. She presses multiple buttons. The elevator doors don't close. She peeks her head out nervously, as if someone is following her. Then she hides in the corner, steps out, steps back in, and moves her hands in bizarre motions, as though she's talking to someone invisible. Finally, she steps out of the elevator and disappears. The doors close, then open again, as if mocking the absence of the girl who never came back. The video went viral. Millions of people watched, and questions exploded across the internet. Was she being followed? Was she hiding from someone? Or was something supernatural happening inside that hotel? For 2 weeks, nobody knew what happened to Elisa. Search teams combed the city. Flyers were posted everywhere. But the hotel itself began to reveal the truth in the most disturbing way. Guests complained more and more about the water. Dark, foul-tasting water flowed from taps. Some even said it smelled strange. On February 19th, a maintenance worker climbed to the roof to check the water tanks. When he opened the hatch of one of the massive black cylinders, he froze. Inside, floating face up in the water, was Elisa Lam's body. Naked, lifeless, decomposed. She had been missing for nearly 3 weeks, and all along, she was on the roof above them, inside the very water supply that guests had been drinking from. The horror was beyond comprehension, and the questions were just beginning. The discovery sent shockwaves across the world. How did Elisa get into the water tank? The tanks were massive, heavy, and sealed. The rooftop itself was locked and alarmed. To access it, someone would need a hotel key or knowledge of the alarm system. And why was she naked? Her clothes were later found floating in the tank beside her. Theories exploded. Some believed she was murdered. Others suggested suicide. And a growing number of internet sleuths claimed something paranormal was at play. The autopsy report only deepened the mystery. It showed no evidence of sexual assault, no drugs in her system, and no signs of trauma. The official cause of death was accidental drowning, but to this day, many refuse to believe it. Some believe Elisa was murdered, perhaps by hotel staff or guests who knew how to access the roof. The elevator video, they argue, shows her hiding from someone. Others point to her history of depression. They argue that she may have climbed into the tank herself in a mental health crisis. The Cecil Hotel has a history steeped in darkness, suicides, murders, and even infamous serial killers like Richard Ramirez once called it home. Some believe Elisa was influenced, or even attacked, by something not of this world. A more sinister theory suggests the hotel itself covered up what happened, afraid of lawsuits and reputational damage. No theory has ever been proven. The case of Elisa Lam remains one of the most chilling unsolved mysteries of the modern era. The elevator video continues to be studied, rewatched, and dissected. Every hand movement, every button press, every flicker of fear on her face is debated endlessly. The Cecil Hotel eventually shut down, its reputation permanently scarred by the tragedy. But Elisa's story endures, not just as a mystery, but as a reminder of vulnerability, of how quickly a life can vanish, and how some answers may never come. And perhaps that's why this story still haunts us. Because deep down, we all ride elevators, we all stay in hotels, and we all wonder, what if it had been me? And that brings us to the haunting case of Elisa Lam, a young woman whose trip was supposed to be about freedom and discovery, but instead ended in one of the most chilling mysteries of our time. To this day, no one can say with certainty what truly happened inside that elevator on the rooftop of the Cecil Hotel. Was Elisa a victim of foul play? Did her own struggles lead her there? Or was something far darker at work in the shadows of that cursed building? One thing is certain, her story continues to haunt millions, and it forces us to confront the terrifying truth that sometimes, even with cameras, witnesses, and investigations, the answers never come. But now I want to hear from you. What do you think really happened to Elisa Lam? Was it murder, accident, or something supernatural? Drop your theories in the comments. I'll be reading every single one. If this story left you with chills, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another gripping crime story like this one. Because the next mystery we uncover might just be darker than this.